Hello students, in this video lesson we will be revising few mixed bag questions pertaining to coordinate geometry, lines and angles, circle and chapter 12, that is Heron's formula. I want all of you to jot down these questions in your geometry notebook. So this is the final revision video for your first semester examination pertaining to geometry. Now let us look at the first MCQ question. In a given figure, if angle AOB is a straight line, then what is the measure of angle AOC? Now look at this line AOB, which is a straight line. OC is the common ray, and the measures of these two angles are given in terms of an algebraic expression. You have to find out what is the measure of angle AOC. So how would you do this? You know that angle AOC plus angle BOC are angles in a linear pair. So you will add them and total it up to 180 degree. Find the value of x. You will get x as 28 degree. And 28 you substitute in this expression 3x plus 20. That will be 3 into 28 plus 20. You will get the answer as 104 degree. So you could expect such type of questions from lines and angles. Let us look at another question. Now in this diagram, they have asked you to find out the sum of AOC and angle BOD. So this is angle AOC and BOD. You have to add them up. So the first step is add up all these angles and the sum total will be 180 degree because they are angles in a linear pair. And when you solve it, you will get x equal to 28 degree. Substitute the value of x in this. That will be 3 into 28 minus 7, which is 77 degree. And here it is 28 plus 20, that is 48 degree. But they've asked you to find out the addition of these two angles. So you will add up 77 and 48. And what you get is 105 degree as the sum total of these two angles. So I hope this is clear. I repeat once again, these are important revision questions. Please make a note of it. Now this is another question pertaining to lines and angles. In the given figure, there are three coplanar lines. Coplanar lines are lines which intersect at one point. That is, here they are intersecting at point O. That means all these lines are straight lines, and you have to find out the value of these angles. So you will use the property vertically opposite angles formed are congruent. So here, if this angle is 50 degree, you know that Z is vertically opposite to it, so Z will be 50. Okay, so see the values given out here. Z is 50. This is the answer in yellow. And if Z is 50, this angle is 90. Can you find out what is Y? The sum of these three angles is 180 degree. So you get Y as 40 degree. And if Y is 40 degree, Y is vertically opposite to X. So X will be equal to 40 degree. And if X is 40, Y is 50, you can find out the value of T. T will be equal to 90 degree because these are angles in a linear pair. Now in this diagram, O is the center of the circle and C is a point on the circle. So first we will find out what is the value of AOB. In order to do that, you know that OA and OB are the radii of the same circle. So triangle AOB now becomes an isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. So if angle OAB is 40, what will be OBA? That will also be 40 degree. Use angle sum property in this triangle AOB. What will be the measure of angle O? It will be equal to 100. Only then they total up to 180 degree. Now you have learned this theorem. The measure of the angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the measure of the angle subtended by the arc at any other point on the circle. That means if this angle is 100, this angle will be 50 degree, because this angle is tapering. This angle will obviously be smaller than this. So this angle will be 50 degree. The angle on the circle here is half the central angle. So the correct answer is B, which is 50 degree. Another question. O is the center of the circle. Find the measure of X and Y. So this is a very important question. C is given as 50 degree. You don't know the value of Y. So how would you calculate in this case? Now that this angle is 50, what will be the central angle? The central angle out here will be 100. So look at the answer. X is 100. Now X is already 100. So check. The angle at the center is double the angle subtended by the arc at any other point on the circle. Now at the same time, AMBC, it's a cyclic quadrilateral. It is not given it is a cyclic quadrilateral, but all the vertices of this quadrilateral are on the circumference. So it is a cyclic quadrilateral. Use the property of cyclic quadrilateral, that the opposite angles, their total will be 180 degree. So if angle C is 50, what will be the measure of angle Y? It will be 130 degree. Okay, students, there are different ways of solving this. Feel free to choose any method. Now, in this circle, OM is perpendicular to chord AB. If OM is perpendicular to chord AB, then what does this OM do to this chord AB? You have learned the theorem. The perpendicular from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. So what will be AM? AM will be half of AB. So AM will be equal to 9 centimeters. Question number 7. This is pertaining to Heron's formula. Now here you are actually not using Heron's formula. You will be using the area of an equilateral triangle. Each side of an equilateral triangle measures 8 centimeters. Find the area of the triangle. You're aware of the formula for area of an equilateral triangle. It is root 3 upon 4 side square. So when you do root 3 upon 4 into 8, you get the answer as 16 root 3 centimeter square. So students, when you get question pertaining to area of an equilateral triangle, you need not use Heron's formula. You will use the formula for area of an equilateral triangle. Now, calculate the area of a triangle using Heron's formula. So here I've just cited an example as to how do you use Heron's formula. This slide is for those who have not understood how to use Heron's formula or when to use Heron's formula. You will use Heron's formula when the three sides of the triangle are given to you. So AB, AC and BC is given. First and foremost, you will find out the semi-perimeter, which is the sum of all the three sides, A plus B plus C by 2. So you get the answer as 48. This is the Heron's formula. Under root S, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. You substitute S and A, B, C stands for the sides of the triangle. So you could take anything as A. You could take A even as 24 centimeter, you could take B as 32 and C as 40. Okay, and when you solve it, you get the answer as 384 square centimeter. The sides of a triangle are in the ratio 3:5:7, and its perimeter is 300 meter. You have to find its area. This is again pertaining to Heron's formula. The three sides of the triangle are known to you, but students, remember here the ratio is given. So when the ratio is given, you have to assume the common multiple to be x. So it is 3x, 5x and 7x. And the perimeter is 300, so the total is 300. When you solve it, you get x as 20. Substitute this 20 in 3x. So you get 3 into 20, 5 into 20, 7 into 20. So with that, you get the sides as 60, 100 and 140 meter. After that, you calculate the semi-perimeter. You get the answer as 150 meter. You substitute semi-perimeter in this, and this is what you get as the answer. So students, questions pertaining to Heron's formula, if it is asked, you have to keep a rough paper ready and you have to jot down the answer, and whatever answer you get, you just have to click on the correct option. So go through these type of problems based on Heron's where the ratio is given. It is quite an important question. Now let us move on to another question which is based on again Heron's formula. Find the area of an isosceles triangle where two equal sides are 13 and the base is 20. I want you to do this on your own. Here also you will be using Heron's formula. Okay. Coordinate geometry. Point 0 comma minus 8, where does it lie? It will lie on y-axis, because if the x coordinate is 0, it lies on y-axis, and if the y coordinate is 0, it lies on x-axis. Again, a question on coordinate geometry. If A 7 3 and B 8 5 are 2 points, then what is the abscissa of A minus the ordinate of B? So abscissa of A is 7, ordinate of B is 5, because abscissa is x coordinate, ordinate is y coordinate. Subtract 7 and 5. Correct answer is 2. If the area of an equilateral triangle is 144 root 3 square centimeter, then each side of the triangle will be. You will use the formula for area of an equilateral triangle. Root 3 upon 4 side square equal to 144 root 3 square centimeter. You cross multiply, you will get each side as 24. So the length of each side of this triangle will be 24 centimeter. And students, in such questions, if the perimeter is asked, what will you do? You have to still find each side, and then perimeter means sum of all the three sides, or you could do 24 into 3, then it will be 72 if the perimeter is asked. So students, with this we complete the revision video pertaining to the chapters in geometry. I wish you all the very best for your forthcoming exams. Keep studying and revising. Thank you.